video lesson, integer applications. So in this video, you will be practicing some integer applications, meaning you'll be solving some integer addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division word problems using a 5-step strategy learned in this video. So we will start by taking notes on the 5 steps. When you're solving integer word problems, the first thing you need to do is to identify the integers that are used in the word problems. Then it always helps to draw a picture of the problem you're solving. After you've drawn a picture, it'll be nice to now finally decide on the operation that you need to use. So you need to decide, is this an addition integer problem, subtraction, multiplication, or division? You need to figure that out. Once you've done that, then you need to set up an integer equation. And we solve the equation. Then when we write the answer, we need to include the proper units that are used in the problem. Okay, so this is a 5-step process, but it actually goes pretty quickly. All right, so we'll start reviewing some problems. Okay, so please make sure you have this handout in front of you, and we will review the first problem, which is about temperature. So it says the record high temperature in Florida is 109 degrees Fahrenheit. The record low temperature is -2 degrees Fahrenheit. What is the difference in temperature between the record high and the record low in Florida? So the first thing we need to do is identify the integers. We know that the first integer should be 109 because it gives you that the temperature is 109 degrees Fahrenheit. And then the other temperature that we know is -2 degrees Fahrenheit. So because it's given to you that it's -2 degrees Fahrenheit, we can determine that the second integer is -2. Now the problem is asking us, what is the difference in the high, which is 109 degrees, and the low, which is -2 degrees Fahrenheit? What's the difference between that temperature? So once we found integers, the second step is to draw a picture. And for the picture, we can draw a thermometer. And I'm going to use actually a vertical number line. I'm going to draw a vertical number line. We know that 109 degrees Fahrenheit is going to be at the top, and then the low, -2 degrees Fahrenheit, will be at the bottom. So it's a thermometer here, but it's actually like a vertical number line. And you know that it's kind of important to put a 0 somewhere on your thermometer, and I'm going to put it right here. That will be 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Now again, this isn't Fahrenheit, so 0 doesn't mean that it's going to be at the freezing point. No, that's only for Celsius. I believe the freezing point for Fahrenheit should be 32 degrees. So -2 is extremely cold because it's way lower than the freezing point. Okay? So now again, the problem wants us to figure out the difference between 109 and -2. So how far is 109 to -2? Well, the word difference here, which I would like everyone to underline or box, that word difference, it also actually means subtraction. It's a typical word that is a subtraction. And it would be nice to write a little note saying that difference actually means subtraction. And it's really important we look for a key vocabulary. So what's a difference? Difference would give us subtraction. So our operation is going to be subtraction. And for our equation, we start with the first integer, 109, and we are going to subtract -2. So that is our subtraction equation. And we are going to make sure we do the keep, change method. So we keep the first integer the same, which is 109. We change subtraction to addition. And we change the second integer to the opposite. So opposite of -2 is +2. And 109 minus -2, it turned into 109 plus 2, which is like adding the opposite. And we get 111 when we add them. So the difference in temperature between 109 degrees and -2 degrees Fahrenheit would be 111 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, another important way to think about this is using the picture. 109, if you look at the number line or the thermometer, 109 to 0 is a distance of 109 units. Remember how we talked about absolute value is a distance from 0, and absolute value of 109 is 109. So the distance is 109 units. Then what is the distance from 0 to -2? Again, distance can never be negative, it has to be positive. So 0 to -2 is a distance of 2 units. And again, we can think about it in terms of absolute value. And 109 and 102 together, is 111, which is what we have in the answer. Okay? So for the next problem, I'm going to see you in video number 2. Okay?